Oh, he just tooted. Oh my gosh, look at my pants. We ate like a pound of chocolate. Boogers, buggers, boogers. Walter. Nasty. Did you hear that? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a special guest here who is trying to take his afternoon nap. If you are new to my channel, this is my dog and best friend, Walter. And Walter is an English Bulldog. So today's video is English Bulldogs 101. And this is kind of advice for somebody that's considering buying an English Bulldog. When Andrew and I decided to purchase Walter, we did a lot of research, almost too much research on the front end, trying to figure out if this was the dog for us, and we landed on a yes, despite some of the things that I'm going to tell you. Oh, he just tooted. So before we get into the video, why don't you hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn the notification bells on, and you can also follow me on Instagram. I like to post about my videos there, have conversations about upcoming videos, and I always have some posts about Walter. So let's get started. So some of this information I've curated from comments on my previous videos about Walter. One of the questions that I seemed to get a few times was, do English Bulldogs shed, or Walter specifically? Yes, English Bulldogs shed a lot. So if you're looking for a dog that has minimal shedding, an English Bully might not be for you. Look at my pants, just from sitting here for like a minute. Oh, Walter. Walter, even though he is a short-haired dog, he sheds quite a bit. But usually what helps with that is if you brush them once a week. You can buy a glove brush, or we just have this green rubber brush that we stroke through him, and honestly, it does the trick. But he's a dog, he's gonna shed. So if that doesn't bother you, then go ahead. Number two, along with that, is English Bulldogs are really easy to groom. Unlike my parents' German Shepherd, Walter needs minimal grooming when we send him in. Just a wash, his nails trimmed, ears cleaned, and that's pretty much it. The one thing that is a little rigorous is that every day we have to wipe under his folds, which are under his nose. It gets very dirty, and clean his ears. English Bulldogs seem to collect a lot of dirt in their ears and their folds, and so every single day you have to be wiping it, as well as his eyes get, we call them eye boogers, buggers. He gets eye stuff, and so you have to be diligent in wiping their face. It's like a baby. When he wakes up, he just needs a little face wash, and he's good to go. Number three is English Bulldogs come with a long list of health risks, from hip dysplasia, cherry eyes, respiratory illnesses. English Bulldogs have their fair share of health issues. With Walter, we knew that going into it, and right away he had cherry eyes in both eyes, which required surgery, as well as when he was around a year old, he developed something called a luxating patella, which was basically his kneecap popping out. And this was very worrisome, and at the time he was about 73 pounds. So we ended up, under the watch of our veterinarian, put him on a bit of a diet, and he is now around 50 pounds, and he never has any issues. He's one of the most active, not only active Bulldogs, but one of the most active dogs that I've ever seen, and he has no health issues. Hi, Walter.
What are you doing? Are we gonna play? Go get it. I'm gonna get you.
One thing that I would recommend if you're considering getting an English Bulldog is looking into health insurance for your dog. We use a company called Healthy Paws, and I will have a link to that insurance down below in the description box. And they have saved us, if not hundreds, thousands of dollars on Walter. English Bulldogs are not cheap when it comes to their health, and so that is something that you may want to consider when getting an English Bulldog. Number four is English Bulldogs are phenomenal apartment dogs. As you can see, Walter loves to sleep. His favorite thing is sleeping. He is pretty much, I've said this before, asleep for 23 hours of the day, maybe 22, and those other 2 hours that he's awake, he is absolutely crazy because he's a very active English Bulldog. But for the most part, English Bulldogs just love to sleep. They love to lie in your lap and be close to you and relax. They're a great dog if you don't want a very active dog, or you don't necessarily want to live an active lifestyle. That sounds very bad. But really, they need 1 walk a day, and especially when it's warm out, because they have such hard time breathing, it is recommended not even to really bring them out for a long time. So if you don't want a dog that you have to walk 3 times a day, then English Bulldogs are really great for that. They are very lazy, very content with staying inside by your side, and that's kind of what I wanted in a dog. Number 5 is English Bulldogs are great family dogs. They love kids, they love people. Walter lives for the affection of everyone, and as long as he can be near you and around you, he is happy, even when he's sleeping. You will never find Walter sleeping in an empty room. The worst thing for an English Bulldog is to be ignored. Typically, they're good with other pets. Walter, on the other hand, is a little bit iffy with new dogs, but his best friend is my parents' German Shepherd, and he loves Portia so much. Number 6 is English Bulldogs are so smart, but so stubborn. With Walter being so smart, he was actually a really easy and great dog to train. He learned very quickly what was okay and what was not okay, as well as we did the spray bottle method, which again taught him very quickly what he should do and what he should not do, and he did not like it. Still to this day, if we pull out a spray bottle, he kind of cowers. He does not like that. So it was a great way for him to understand what he should not do, and we only had to use it for a very short period of time. As well as he's been able to learn things like skateboarding. He knows how to hug. He knows how to give a high five, lie down, roll over, sit, stay, all of these things. He is really, really good. The one thing that a Bulldog is very stubborn. So when they have something in their mind, it's very hard to switch that off. For us, that is the ball. When Walter has a ball, he is so fixated on it and so stubborn about it. I'll even buy things like bath bombs, and he gets so fixated because he thinks it's a ball, and it takes everything to get him away from those things.
Hey. What are you doing?
And the last little thing about the English Bulldog is they are the destroyer of all toys. We have only found a handful of toys that can withstand the jaws of Walter. That being the deer antler bone, that seems to last very long. Some tire rubber toys, they're very hard to find, but I've been able to find a few of them. He loves them. He seems to not be able to destroy them. Other than that, you buy him a toy, and within like a few minutes, it is like literally a few minutes, it's completely gone. And he not only destroys it, he eats it, which he has a very sensitive stomach and will throw it up about 6 to 12 hours later. So it is like having a little kid. So that is a little bit of my English Bulldog 101. He is such a great dog. I could not imagine my life without him, and he is the most cuddly dog ever. I mean, like, he has a great temperament. He loves us so much. You can tell when you walk in the door, especially me, and the light of his life, he is worth every penny and every ounce of worry. He has given us a little bit of worry. Walter recently ate like a pound of chocolate and had to spend the night in the hospital, and we've had many other stories that I won't scare you with today. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to follow me on social media, and I will see you again for another video. Bye!